Hi everyone, today we're going to be looking at a basic team strategy we're going to call holding and supporting. It plays on the idea that when you're engaged with an enemy, it can be difficult to roll away and escape successfully. Doing so will usually just give your opponent a steady shot at your 6. When you're alone, this means you're in it till the bitter end and you'll have to do whatever it takes to get the kill. In teams, however, there's no need to make yourself so vulnerable. You only need to keep pace with your opponent, preventing their escape long enough for a teammate to attack in support. When attacking, your goal is merely to make an enemy more vulnerable. You do this by inflicting damage, decreasing their altitude, or spoiling their speed. Ideally, you don't want to get tangled up in a tight engagement where you lose your initiative or freedom of movement. This allows you to play what is essentially a supporting role. The key is to stay far enough away from an enemy to turn in and get a shot. When defending, you want to turn towards your attacker. If they try to engage you, that's fine. At that moment, you slip into a holding role, enabling your teammates to attack and support. Let's take these ideas and have a look at an example flight. We'll see how even in casual teams you can play in terms of holding and supporting roles. The first step, as always, is to use friendly padlock on the map to see what's going on. That cluster by the GE base has caught our teammate's eye. We'll turn east and see whether we can offer support. On the way, we'll be using enemy padlock to keep an eye on how things progress. We want to watch out for any craft that seem to be breaking off. The greatest threats are those engaging from outside a dogfight. They'll be attacking in support, and it's our job to intercept them. One of them is breaking off now, so let's go and have a look. Nope, this guy's engine is smoking and he's bugging out. We could rush him and get an easy kill, but our teammate is alone, so let's use friendly padlock and keep flying support. He's not doing too badly over here, but these 109s are coming in fast. It looks like they'll be above us, so let's get our speed up and see if we can spread the focus of their attack. We'll pull up into the attack and try and minimise their shooting window. Still, both 109s attack our teammate and bang, we're left alone. Now this is a stroke of luck. We're above the fray and that lone Spitfire will keep those 109s held up for a few seconds at least. Rather nicely, our escape route is even in line with our attack. You can see our home base in the distance. Now it looks like we're in a really strong position, but there, a flick through enemy padlock shows that the Spitfire has support on the way. Whoa, and he's coming up at us. We'll fly around him and follow him up in case that second 109 hasn't bugged out yet. It's worth noting that Spitfires, especially damaged ones, don't perform well in vertical maneuvers. See how slow our opponent is now? Another stroke of luck. The Spitfire runs away from his support and towards our own. Our teammate is happy to be the target. Being attacked holds up the Spitfire and helps me catch up to support. If only this guy had held me up earlier, things would have been the other way round. Look how close behind his teammate was. I'll follow my teammate's lead and turn in. If we can both hold this guy up a bit, then we can attack together.
The mind is a labyrinth, ladies and gentlemen, a puzzle, and while the paths of the brain are plainly visible, its ways deceptively apparent, its destinations are unknown.
So, if you look at the top left now, you can see that our teammate is 40% damaged, and that will be weighing on his mind. We still outnumber the Spitfire, and we've got our base nearby if things go wrong. It's not all singing and dancing though. There's a 109 on the way, so we don't have much time. Now the Spitfire will fly underneath me, so I'll extend and re-engage in support. Whoa, and the collision leaves us alone again. When I was playing, that gave me a little jolt and cut my nerves a good deal. We know there's a 109 on the way. Let's settle down and check what the situation is before we decide what to do. Enemy padlock shows that the 109 is below us, but there's no need to rush in. We have a second teammate already inbound. Let's be patient and wait for some support. Okay, let's hold this guy up a bit. I'll put out a spray of the guns to help disguise the evade. Seeing two of us, he'll be getting worried about his speed, so he won't be wasting any turning for a shot. Now the 109 is good at running to altitude, but after all that he's going to be too slow to escape. One teammate warns us about some GB incoming. The other follows the 109 into altitude. We're not going to catch him, so let's level out, extend away, and check out the GB threat. They're all low, so let's let our teammates know whilst that 109 gets reeled in. Meanwhile, we're far enough away to turn in and offer support. Here we go! Good. Another teammate is on the way. As it turns out, we're going to need him. Ahead of us, our teammate is holding up the 109 well. Whilst they're circling each other, we can attack and support. My attack is a bit of a lunge, and now the three of us just get tangled up. The 109 takes advantage and just dives right into the Spitfires below. We end up following. Now things get dicey. The first Spitfire doesn't look to be a threat. It's the second one coming in now that we need to evade. This is the crisis moment. We need to ignore everyone else and look for that second Spitfire. There's a third Spitfire below, but right now the threat is there. We'll turn in hard and count on our new arrival for support. In teams, the lucky ones are those who communicate with their teammates and keep them close. Look at this, our support has flown in and just cleaned up. Now we just have one Spitfire to deal with. He's hot on our teammate 6, but won't be able to follow through the vertical maneuver. There we go, we're both safe from him, and it looks like our support is needed by the base. Our teammate just took out a Hurricane, but the remaining Spitfire is chasing him home. Can we get there in time? It's going to be tight. If you're a rookie watching this, don't worry about learning the moves. This is all about learning to use friendly and enemy padlock to stay alive and make the right decisions. Eventually, if you fly with your teammates, the kills will just start rolling in.